D&D.
Yeah.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, there we go. Right on cue, Egan, to
It's
our
Oh,
one fan.
What's the VOD?
Yeah.
Demonetized.
Right. Yeah,
Sorry.
there. The whole episode right out the window.
Don't we get one free?
Don't we
Still
get
maintain
one?
our PG-13 rating?
Actually,
All right.
you're allowed to swear. You are allowed to swear.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
Sorry, children. My bad.
Our channel says so. You got it says right on there. Expect a lot of profanity from Egan.
Yes.
Yeah, it's in the warning. It's in the show notes. All right, guys. So here we are, session 52 of Adventures in Emathan. So we'll start off as we do with our character introductions. And why don't we get Profanity Man to start it off tonight?
Yes, I played Douglan fucking McKayne, and he's got some really fucking cool abilities here. But the one I'm going to talk about tonight, it's a freaking awesome one. Through my Great Weapon Master, which is a custom feat that Colin and I, we stole it, to be quite frank, but it's really cool and it fits the mold. If you are in a defensive stance, which you have to take a bonus action to get into, you have basically a disengage action, although it doesn't take an action, it just takes half of your movement. So basically, you can disengage while engaged in Great Weapon Defense. And last session, it came in handy because I was surrounded by a lot of ugly fatherless orcs. So it got me out of a jam. Yes.
Sounds like you're
Yep. So disengage, Great Weapon disengagement. How's that?
Awesome. Max.
Yes, I play Kogaan, Dremnaufinstrunmah, Rune Knight Fighter, Gold Dragonborn. Apparently, my name is hilarious.
I love it.
I love
it. Anyways,
it's how smoothly you pronounce that last name that gets us.
I look forward to it every session.
My character's name, I have Dragonborn phonetics ready to go for all. Anyways, he's a Rune Knight fighter, and he's got some Rune Knight abilities, and one of them is called Runic Shield, which allows if an ally within 60 feet gets hit by an attack, I can force a re-roll to potentially have that attack miss. Now you have to use the new roll, so if they re-roll and get a crit, that could be bad. But it is pretty cool. Can use it either amount of time. I think amount of times based on your proficiency bonus. So it's very handy. Has saved some people sometimes. Can't use it on yourself though, only on allies.
During the Iceborne Orc battle in the last game, the only freaking hit that I got the entire battle, you nullified it with that.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Excellent.
Well, Manny got hit a couple times.
I was gonna say I got spanked pretty hard.
But on Egan's character there, Douglan.
Yeah.
All right. Justin.
My name's Aldric Darkwood, and I'm playing a
what am I?
What am I?
A warlock.
I'm playing a warlock with a urban bounty hunter background. And some of the things that I haven't really gotten into yet is my character's ability to remove himself from a fight. And he has two ways of doing that. Both are casting Misty Step. One of them is a spell that I can use on my turn, and the other one is Misty Escape that I can cast after I've been hit. I can choose to remove myself from the situation and plant myself somewhere else. So if things are getting really hairy, which they haven't yet this session, I can get myself out of it, or at least attempt to.
Yeah, this session's been pretty easy going so far.
It's been hey, we got new people on board. Let's ease them in kind of session.
All right, Manny.
Oh, you eased me in pretty hard last session.
Some people like to get eased in rough. What can we
well, you know me. Max, can you say your character's name just one more time for me?
Kogaan. Dremnaufinstrunmah. It means peace on the mountain.
It's just so sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. My character is Ronin Seilean. He is a swarm keeper druid.
Not
You
ranger.
guys,
Ranger.
nobody's really seen much of, or sorry, ranger, not druid. I almost wanted to be a druid, didn't work out.
Formerly almost a druid. Yeah.
Yeah, long story. Tune in for further details.
Yeah, watch past episode.
Yeah, Swarmkeeper Ranger. Nobody's really seen much of this yet because I happen to have a Stone of Flying, but a really cool attribute of the Swarmkeeper Ranger is the Writhing Tide, which I can use as a bonus action to fly. Use my swarm to basically pick me up and move me around. It does have limited movement, but it's great to get, like, as you know, because I'm a ranged character, to get a better vantage point or to just get myself a little bit away from the fray so that I'm a little, I'm not getting beat up like I did last time, and I can still cause some damage. Yo.
So fun fact about that is it's technically a hover that
Right.
you can move, which is a distinction because if you like knockdown effects on flying creatures that don't have hover causes them to plummet. But if you have hover, you actually just stay where you are. So there's no fall.
So I don't get knocked down.
Yeah, you can't get like knocked out
You
of
get
it
back up again.
unless you're incapacitated or something. But like,
Right.
something interesting. Just something interesting there. So
Very interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
because I have
No
an elf
rule concerns out of the last game, so we'll get right into our session recap. So, as the last session began, it was early evening on the 40th day of the second Trigon of Elok's influence. The party had just arrived back in the sewer room where they had fought the Otiuk. Janka was already departed for the skyship. Traveling back through the sewers, the party arrived at the point where they had left Belko. As expected, neither Belko or Janka were there. Ronin was familiar with the sewers and led the party back to the point that they had entered the city. As the party approached the exit from the sewer, they could hear what sounded like orcs yelling at something or someone. With the help of Ronin's pass without trace magic, Douglan quietly moved to the exit to survey the scene. A large group of orcs, along with several huge orc creatures, were scattered throughout the valley below with Janka and Belko as their prisoners. Without a further thought, Douglan rushed in to help, with the remainder of the party quickly joining behind him. The party fought well, but unfortunately one of the orcs slit Belko's throat and ran before they could get to him. Once the orcs were dead, the party made a fast escape down through the valley to the waiting Stargazer, not wanting to deal with any more iceborne orcs. The skyship departed immediately for Xanthrum and the Vanguard camp outside of the city. Arriving in Xanthrum the next day, Janka and the party updated Commander Raff on what they had discovered about the Dark One. It was disturbing news, but at least now the Vanguard knew what they were up against. Commander Raff relayed to the party that High Commander Dragana had asked that Ronin travel with the party and assist where possible. Both the party and Ronin were pleased with the arrangement. With business complete in Xanthrum, the party departed for Zray and the Sea of Sand to look for Landis. As the skyship sailed into the night, the party members headed to bed. Just as the last of them fell asleep, they all snapped awake at the rift in the Sea of Sand in a scene that Douglan and Kogaan were familiar with. Several huge demonic creatures begin running out of the rift to attack, just as a huge humanoid demon appeared behind them. Douglan and Kogaan tried to inform the others that it was not real, but just a dream. Aldric decided to test the situation by refusing to fight. The demons seemed to care less and continued to attack. Several huge attacks by the humanoid demon dropped Ronin to the ground. Kogaan decided to join Aldric in refusing to join the fight. The humanoid demon turned on Aldric, and after several attacks, the scene went quiet. No wind, no battle. The humanoid demon stood high, looking at the remaining party members, and proclaimed, "Will you be ready when the time comes?" With that, the party all snapped awake in their beds on board the Stargazer. As today's session begins, it is shortly after midnight on the first day of the third Trigon of Elok's influence. The party sit in their beds, clearing their heads from the strange dream that they all just encountered together. Outside can be heard the shouts from the starship's crew.
Shouts from the crew. It's midnight?
It's just kind of late. Early night, late night, midnight-ish. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes. So you're in your rooms, in your beds, but you can hear shouting from the crew up
Are they
on
ringing
deck.
that bell?
No bell, just yelling. Any questions or clarifications from the last session before we get rolling?
I think so.
Did we level up?
No, in a new D&D tradition, you all leveled down last game.
Oh, interesting.
We were so bad that we
Poor.
regressed.
Yeah, I'm gonna run a Benjamin Button campaign. Everyone starts at level 20.
Everyone starts at 20 and works their way back.
That would be kind of cool.
All right. So yeah, from where you guys are, you can hear yells coming from the crew up on deck.
Okay. Well, Kogaan was going to ask Douglan if he knew more about the dream, but seeing as how there's a bunch of stuff going on, commotion, he's not in his armor, but he'll grab his shield and his flail just in case and go up top.
Can we decipher what's being yelled, or just
No, it's kind of muffled through the ship.
I'll bring Hanu with me as well.
so? Douglan kind of hears Kogaan going to address it. He rolls over and goes back to sleep.
All right, Kogaan. You reach the deck, and just as you're coming up on deck, Hanu hot on your heels, you notice all around the ship is the shimmering that you've seen several times now when the ship either enters the void, or a couple of different times the crew has said they've seen it at night. It's almost like the moonlight is reflecting off of water all around the ship, and you're seeing that shimmering.
Aurora Borealis around us.
Yeah, and you notice three of the crew members kind of in this circle with their hands out, like they're trying to herd something, and you think between their legs there's this like maybe 1 foot tall little demonic looking thing that's kind of skittering back and forth that they're trying to keep in place, and that's what all of this this yelling is about. They're trying to herd this thing that's on the deck.
Whoa. Okay, I'll run over, see what it is, and maybe try to use my my stone rune, my Onique rune, to incapacitate it. Could I try that?
Yeah, absolutely, you can.
Cool. I don't know. I don't have a target for it, but it's a DC 16 Wisdom save. And then if it gets incapacitated for a minute, they can tie it up and do whatever they need to do.
Don't kill it.
DC 16? Okay, I'll just
wisdom.
I'll roll here.
Third.
All right,
Basically
so
stops what it's doing, goes into a dreamy stupor.
okay, So the thing just kind of it's just standing there, and the gnomes that were trying to corral it, keep it from getting away, they're all just standing there, kind of watching it.
Okay.
But it's
I'll let 'em
not
know.
moving.
This is only going to happen for a minute, so if you need to tie it up or something, now is the time to do it.
They both look over at Kogaan like, I'm not touching this thing.
What is it? I go over closer to it. What are we looking at here?
So it literally looks like a little tiny foot tall demon.
Oh god. Okay, like a little quadbit or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab some rope and I'll tie it up. I suppose I don't know.
It doesn't take much rope to tie it up, but it's tied up there now. Just
Okay.
you can literally pick it up in your hands. It's just.
I'll go back to the hatch and yell down at Douglan. Or actually, I'm gonna yell down at Aldric because I think Aldric, as a warlock, might have a better idea of maybe what's going on here.
Well, he just talked about dolls.
So if I heard any of this commotion, I would take some time to prepare myself and get onto deck, being fully prepared for battle.
Okay. So you're just
How long?
you're a minute or so behind Kogaan, who's already dealt with this now. So Aldric, as you're coming up on deck, you heard Kogaan calling to you with the deck door open now.
Mm-hmm.
And Kogan's literally standing there with this little demon in his hands, all tied up.
You know what this thing is?
Do I?
You do. It is a little demon called a Quasit.
Yes, it's more of a nuisance than it is a threat. But good on you for tying it up. That's exactly what I would have done.
Yes, well, the crew was struggling with it. They didn't seem too afraid, though. Is there like a senior officer? Or I'm sure Captain Murfitt's probably in his quarters.
Murfitt's up now. The commotion got him up. He's standing with the others, watching you hold this little demon.
So, Captain,
Is it speaking? Is it screaming?
It's incapacitated.
not for very long though.
Yeah.
It's like that. It only lasts a minute, so it's gonna come out of that right away.
Do I know if it speaks a language?
Yes. I mean, generally they speak Infernal, but they, the stories that you've read of them, Aldric, many of them also speak Common.
So yeah, I'd want to try and communicate it to see if it could tell me why it's here.
So, after the minute, this thing comes to, sort of, little disoriented, kind of looks around, looking straight at Kogaan. Kogaan, you think it smiles? And then it kind of it looks at you, Kogaan, and it says, 3 wounds unseen, yet split the land. Each must be sealed by mortal hand. One burns where endless sands reside. One sleeps where frozen winds collide.
Yeah, we know about that one too.
One hides where open eyes go blind.
Okay, that one.
Find them all, or darkness sways, and Archmyth rules for endless days.
Are you like an?
I'm gonna slap him and say, "We don't need your riddles."
It looks quite put out by the fact that it got slapped.
Do you have a name, little creature?
It doesn't matter to you.
Oh, okay. Little thing. Why? How did you end up on our ship?
My master sent me here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Who's your master? Oh, I'm not there. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Who is your master?
That doesn't matter to you.
See, you're treating this like this is a person, and you should stop that now.
Okay, you take it away. I'll just hold him in front of you.
Okay.
Just hold him.
You tell me everything you need to know, or I'm banishing you back to from the plane you came, and you're gonna have to deal with your master once more.
It kind of looks back and forth a little bit, and it says, I think it's too late for that. And this little thing explodes.
What?
Now, it is
Damaging?
just blood and guts everywhere.
Kogan's like holding it right in front of.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of goop left hanging in the rope, and this thing has exploded everywhere.
Great. Well, I'm gonna need a shower now or something.
Shower. I need mouthwash.
Good thing I have that decanter of endless water.
Yeah. Please, can I have some of that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
he wasn't gonna provide us with. I mean, he provided us with a little bit of information, but
Sort of. It's more like taunting because we already know that there's 3 big rift things that we need to find, and we know that bad things are coming and all that sort of stuff. So
yeah, they're definitely more sent here to mess with us than they are to be of any useful help.
So while all of this was going on, the shimmering has disappeared.
Dissipated.
Yeah, it's all dissipated. And you're just sailing through the dark night again.
Kogaan will ask the crew if we ended up in like the void or something at some point with that shimmering around, or if it just happened around us.
Captain Murfitz comes over and he says, I talked to the crew, and no, they said it just happened for a very short period of time. Came out of nowhere. We didn't seem to go anywhere.
Oh, like we were frozen in the
No,
same
we
place?
just kept sailing along with it.
I see.
We didn't go into the void or anything.
Good. Okay. I should probably go tell Douglan about what just happened. So, yeah. But, we'll get the decanter of endless water and clean up and stuff, too.
Clean up.
So I'll wake up Douglan.
As they come down the stairs, I kind of look at them and say, well, I'm glad I didn't come to see what was going on.
They're all covered in just blood, mist.
Yeah, a little demon
guts.
thing exploded in my hands. It's gross. Douglan.
Oh.
So we all had the dream thing, right?
Was there a battle?
Yeah, you had it too.
No. Why is all that shite on your face?
Oh, yeah, so just now, apparently, there was like some sort of weird, spacey shimmering and a little demon devil thing on board.
Oh.
And it spoke in a riddle about stuff we already know about the rifts. And it was like taunting us. And then it exploded in my hands.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm glad I stayed in bed.
But I wanted to ask you this time, because we had the same dream fight thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Gath is testing us?
You know, when Aldric sat down there, it got me thinking, maybe.
Do you think there's any way we could find out if it's like, good gods sending us the dream, or if it's bad god things sending us the dream?
I don't have as direct connection as I think Aldric has, but I can try. I mean, I'm not really one for formal prayer, as you know, but I don't mind giving it a shot, especially if they're trying to help.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll give it a try.
Great.
I'm just gonna sleep on it.
Yeah, I'll let he rolls over. I'm just trying to see. I don't think I am. No, I am not proficient in religion. I don't even know if that's what it would be, to be honest with you.
I don't know. You're a paladin, man. I don't know how you attack to
I know I'm kind of like came to the job a little late in life.
Nonetheless, you're a conduit of godly powers.
I am, but that's
So-
only when I hit things.
There's a connection there. There is a connection.
No, but I'll give it a shot. I just don't know what it is mechanically aside from, role play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's a mechanic specific for
No.
that, but we'll see what happens, Douglan.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I'll ask Hanu maybe. Hanu's Hanu, how much more are you remembering of your former life before you got reincarnated? Sorry, get them voice modulator ready.
kind of caught me off guard there.
Yeah, sorry. Hanu's a teenager, right?
Have you guys been
All right.
on
Okay.
with-
And now I'm ready to talk.
Hey,
Well, it's like we talked about before. Sometimes I think I remember things, but I'm not sure if they're not things that I think I did, but
Yeah.
I feel like I did.
So you don't feel like you have any way you could say contact Hawk, the guide of the Sill? There's no.
I'm sorry, Kogaan. I don't remember Ak.
Oh, that's no problem. I just thought I'd ask because you said some things are kind of coming back to you a little bit. So just we have a lot of mysteries.
They are. I remember things, but it's like a dream sometimes. But if I remember anything that I think would be useful to you, I'll let you know.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. We could probably go back to sleep soon if you feel like sleeping still.
Yeah.
Is Ronin awake? What's up with Ronin?
I'm just sitting here listening to everything that you guys are telling us.
Okay, so you came out of your room and stuff, though.
Oh yeah. I was just kind of so as you guys came back down the stairs, like you noticed that I was just standing in my doorway
Yeah.
because I'd been listening to what was going on
Okay.
upstairs.
Okay.
Right, just kind of leaning against the door jamb, and
So
I was like, yeah, glad I didn't come up there.
Ronin. So I'm going to assume that you were also in a sandy desert place fighting demons alongside us for your dream experience.
Did you really? Did you have the same dream?
We've had this before, Douglan and I, and so I was curious if you've experienced anything like this on your own before in the past, or with another group, or anything like that.
This is nothing I have. No, I've never experienced anything like this. I like you guys, but I'm starting to question being
What
here.
did I sign
that was
up for?
insane.
No, you should feel honored that you're part of a super-powered group that's responsible for saving the world. Don't you want that in your own hands rather than some like inept goofball like running the world or something like that?
I am happy to help.
Great.
I'm happy to help. I just don't know. It seems I
No,
didn't
I
quite
understand.
understand what I was getting myself into.
I'm just curious. I'm not like very, very smart about these things. I'm just trying to get some ideas going about where this is coming from and what the purpose is, because originally we thought that it was like a demon god taunting us, which it might still be, but maybe it is also one of the good gods or something trying to prepare us, to let us know how strong we need to become in order to fight these things. So
I can't speak much to the gods, but that did not feel natural.
no, not at all. No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to bed. tomorrow we will be going to try and meet with Landis. Hopefully he is not completely gone and missing and is still alive and things like that. So, yeah.
Those dreams are what our future hold. We all need some rest.
Yeah, that was the warm desert. There's an icy rift as well. And then there was something about the third one is still a little perplexing about where to find it. But
it was something about what was it again? I kind of only half
the
was it?
The closet said one hides where open eyes go blind.
Open eyes go blind.
Open eyes go blind. Somewhere bright, perhaps, or maybe snow blindness.
Open eyes, or somewhere very, very dark.
Or somewhere very dark.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So maybe below the surface.
Hey, Kogaan, you're not just a pretty face.
Oh,
Colin, could
thanks.
you post that, do you think? Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I will. I'll throw that into a note I can share with you guys for next session.
Sweet. Okay, well.
Good night, then.
Yep, go back to sleep.
So if I'm on deck and I heard Kogaan talking about the ship transporting and it didn't this time, I just want to ask the captain what he meant by that.
Well, you see, Aldric, we've had several instances where things get all very shimmery around the ship. While we're sailing, it seems to travel with us. Doesn't last very long. It's not like when we hit those shimmery walls and end up in the void. It's just this little, maybe one might call it a cloud that just floats along with us for a short period of time.
And as he said, that cloud kind of appears every time they have a mirror, a dream, a nightmare.
That's very interesting. I think you might be onto something there, boy. I think that indeed is the fact.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll have to contemplate this. Thank you so much for the information.
Anytime now. I'm off to bed.
As am I.
Everyone's good till morning.
Everyone is good till morning. You awake. The ship is still a ways away from arriving in Zray. Let's see, you took off. You should be arriving in Zray late afternoon.
Okay.
I'd want to talk to them a little bit more about these nightmares that have been haunting them with this shimmering effect.
All right. Well, you're all seated in the galley having breakfast.
Well, for me, it all started with like a vision. I had a sort of dream vision similar to the dream we were in. Mine was of the snow place that the closet thing was talking about. And there was like creatures in this big rift portal thing that I could hear through the other side. It sounded huge. And that was before I met up with the party. That was kind of like part of what spurred me to join them and stuff. But some of there was 2 other people who were with Egan and I before. And one of them had it. Douglan and I before. And there was another dream there as well. Right? Was it you, Douglan, who had the desert dream, or was it Landis? Or
no, I've been having these for quite some time, right. Even before Kogaan joined up together with us.
But had you had the shared battle dream before I came along?
At first, it was just a vision that basically I was standing in front of an oncoming, let's call it army. But the dread, the foreboding was overwhelming.
Yep, that's about the same. So there you have it.
This is concerning. I think after talking with the captain, there seems to be a correlation between these nightmares and the shimmering effect that's plaguing the ship. I think we're being tested by the Dark Ones. They are... Sorry?
I was going to say, up until this point, I've had no dreams or visions of any sort like this until I joined you.
This is my first one as well.
Interesting.
And I was not warned by my patron that something like this, an ending battle would be so quickly approaching.
I have a question for you, Aldric. If the Dark Ones are testing us, why are they showing their hand?
They're not showing us anything, but we're showing them everything we have.
See,
we are gaining nothing by fighting them, I believe.
I think we might be understanding one thing, and that is how strong we need to become.
True.
Assuming that the dream is accurate with how powerful these creatures are.
Yeah, I had nothing to contest anything they were throwing at us.
It's very difficult.
And if that's, yeah, as you said, a glimpse of what we're going to face, we are woefully unprepared for where that's going to happen and what we need to contravene it.
Makes me understand a bit more why Janka was so terrified when she looked into that person's soul.
Yep. Well, our friend Landis is researching, supposed to be tracking down these Devil Star Diamond things, which are supposed to help close these portals. So hopefully you'll have more information for us, and we might not, like you said yesterday, might not have to fight these things at all, which would be very beneficial. So, yeah,
I think it's vital. I think we might face another dream yet still, now that we're a complete party, because we've seen glimpses of these frozen winds, the endless sands, but this open eyes go blind. We need to figure out where that at least the general location where we could start to look.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Maybe your parents would have some clues for us.
I'd be more than willing to ask them. I could ask my patron what is meant by this riddle given to us by this demon. That is, I think they only exist to deceive and sow distrust.
Yeah.
No good can come from an actual interrogation of this. They have no goodwill towards us.
True. Okay. Well, first things first, I guess we just should go try to find Landis and then go from there. Unless anyone else has any other ideas.
Following your lead at this point, friends.
I could try to commune to get a little idea of what this open eyes go blind area might be, if I'm feeling able to.
You're always feeling able to.
Great. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak and spongy. Were we saying just
just got to give me a D20. Yeah,
D20?
Higher the better.
And hidden or open?
Hidden. I think it's how we've been doing it.
I love the tower. Ooh, that felt like a 12.
Given this information, I go back to a 12.
It felt like a 12.
Ooh, well,
I'm not sure how it felt like that, but
tingle of a 12.
Don't say 9, Manny. Felt like a 9.
all right, Aldric. In your meditations, your patron does speak with you. All that they are able to tell you is the power behind the dreams, behind the locations where the rift. It's too powerful for your patron to see.
Oh.
It's hidden from their ability to understand anything further about it.
Yeah, super reasonable for me to think that they're not this all-knowing thing. They have limits themselves, and yeah, I'd come out and explain that to my group.
Well, it was worth a shot. At least that gives us more understanding, though, like just how strong of a thing we're dealing with. Anyway. Okay.
Aldric, how'd you do that? What do you do? Just rub a sending stone or something? How do you commune?
No, it's all mental sort of thing. When I first met my patron, they taught me specific techniques to focus my mind to reach out to them. I could try to teach it to you.
I won't say no to that. We've got a lot of downtime here on the ship, so normally I'm sparring, but Kogaan's beating me up too much lately, so I could take a break there. Yeah, I'm willing.
All I need to do is check to make sure that's appropriate for my patron and that I'm not going to be overwhelming them with communication they do not wish to receive. So let me seek approval for that.
Oh, you mean teach Douglan how to talk to your patron?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why should I be the only one to share in this knowledge?
I think Douglan maybe is looking for advice on how to have more direct contact with Gath, his god. Unless I'm misunderstanding Douglan.
No, you're right. You're right, yeah. Kogaan. It's mostly to see how I can just, it's quite fascinating that you could literally talk to your patron, which, imbues you with all sorts of stuff, whereas, mine, I think, is the almighty, but they work differently with through me, if you will.
More distant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a difference. I don't think of mine as being the almighty, just more somebody at a different place, a different area that seeks to commune back with me as I commune with them. It's not a one-way street of commands. It seems to be a give and take, but I could definitely try to teach you the techniques that I've learned. Maybe I don't know if that's who will reach out to you. I almost just assume that there's only one person or thing to reach out to. Maybe you'd channel something else.
Maybe what it'll awaken.
It's worth learning.
Very interesting to see.
If for nothing else, you seem to be very relaxed when you do it. So maybe just I get peace of mind out of it, which wouldn't be a bad thing either. Because I've got 99 problems.
All right, Aldric, Douglan, you guys spend a good chunk of the day. Aldric very patiently trying to teach Douglan to meditate.
How to sit.
The rest of the day is uneventful, and towards late afternoon, the skyship's crew bring it down to water level as you approach Zray in the Sea of Sand. Now, this is not the place you were at Vuland last time, just as a reminder. And the crew are able to bring They have in Zray, they have these long piers that go well out into the water. So they're actually able to bring the ship right in and tie it up to one of these piers, and you find yourself in Zray. Now, from where you are, you can see Zray is different than Vulan. Vulan, if you remember, was kind of built into the rocky cliff that it was at. Zray sits literally right in the sand that ends right at the ocean. It's all sandy here. So it's this town that's just made up of kind of yurt-style tents, all different sizes and colors, just all along the beach, basically. You know, you'd probably spitball. There's a couple of thousand inhabitants that calls Zray home.
Primarily tieflings still?
Primarily tieflings, yes.
Ooh.
So you are standing on the pier in Zray.
And Landis is supposed to be here? Or...
Obadiah told you that Landis had traveled to Zray,
right,
to find a guide that would take him to the Zandani families. They live in the desert. He had succeeded into that. He had found the Zandani family. The last update that he had was that Methor and Landis were going to a place called Backlow in the desert, where the Zandanis felt was the best chance for Landis to find more of the Devil Star diamonds. Okay. But he hasn't heard from them since they left to go to Backlow.
Okay. So maybe we could find a guide or someone who can direct us to this Backlow place?
Sounds like a great plan.
Okay, let's do that. We'll go look for a guide or something. Someone with local knowledge.
All right. You ask around town. You are directed to go to basically what is an inn. It's just a collection of yurts that are close together. And in there you meet the innkeeper, who is Lagorn. Okay. So you arrive at the Desert's Dance is what the inn is. And you're standing there with Lagorn.
All right. I feel like I've taken the lead here, but I'm really not the lead guy in these sorts of situations. You know, I'm kind of maybe a bit awkward or something, but if everyone's feeling a little bit...
You're doing great, Kogaan.
All right, I'll keep going. Here we go.
Keep going, Kogaan.
Keep going. You're very charming and friendly.
Yeah,
Good,
likable. Like you're great until any one of us needs to step in, and in which case you step aside. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Allows
don't
us
want
to
the
observe.
ranger, and you don't want some dude talking to his puppet talking to people first. So Kogaan, you're it.
I don't know what you have against rangers talking to people, but okay.
Well, they're usually reclusive, right?
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
I'm just picturing like
They
running.
literally
What's
hate
the problem?
people.
Like
I
things
really
flying
want to make
around
some
his
close
face.
friends, you know?
Bees flying around his face.
Yeah.
All right.
Bees
Well,
crawling
listen,
out of his shirt and back,
If we
back down.
run into a beehive, then our friend Ronin will take the lead. How's that?
Okay, I'll talk. All right. Hello there. We are hoping to find a guide to take us to a place called Backlow. We have a friend who went there to do some research, and we are in need of finding him.
Yeah, there's some good guides here. I think. See, what fellas do we have around? There's a guy named Morzik. He should be able to guide you to Backlow. He'll just be in the back there, playing some games.
Okay, cool. Just go back there. That's no problem.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Colin, is there a Vanguard outpost here? I'm assuming I would know that.
Interesting.
Yes, you would, and the Vanguard are not in the Sea of Sand.
Okay, at all. Okay.
Yeah, at all.
Are they disliked here, or is it just...
There's really nothing in the Sea of Sand that the Vanguard need to be involved in.
Okay.
For the most part, the Sea of Sand is just the home to tieflings.
Okay.
During the second gathering, when the place was basically leveled in back when it was called Plentiful,
Yep.
a lot of tieflings escaped from Arkmyth. They're all originally from Arkmyth. So when the rift opened, tieflings who were slaves there just scattered across, and they just sort of live in the Sea of Sand. There's nothing there that really is of interest to the Vanguard.
Gotcha.
Was his name? Marzik?
Morzik.
Morzik.
Yep.
So, we'll head to the back.
All right.
Hello?
Lagorn gave you kind of a description, and you're able to identify him
Okay.
fairly quickly. And Morzik stands up, and he extends a hand. What can I do for you?
Kogaan will reach out his big, meaty, taloned hand, and give it a shake. Hello, Morzik. My name is Kogaan, and we are looking for a experienced guide to take us to a place called Backlow. We are looking for a friend of ours.
Backlow? I don't guide a lot of people to Backlow, but
Can be done, though.
oh, absolutely. What's
Has
your
anybody gone
business
recently?
there in Backlow?
We have a friend who's doing research there, and we have been asked to find him by his grandfather. So yeah, it's imperative that we reach there and meet with him. We are very experienced travelers ourselves and are very capable of defending ourselves. So if you are worried about, hostile creatures or strange people with bad intentions, I think you will be okay. And we can pay you very well too.
See, Backlow, that's gonna be 30 platinum pieces.
Sure, no problem.
Has to be platinum. We're a little weight conscious out here in the desert, as I'm sure you can appreciate.
Let's see. Let me check my platinum count.
Is your friend one of you, or is he one of us, or like?
He's a human.
I'm going to be
you're
honest.
saying?
I don't guide a lot of you folks in the desert here. I'm just kind of understanding what I'm getting myself into.
Oh, all my other compatriots are humans, and this Landis is our friend. He is a human as well. I'm the only Dragonborn, but there will be a dragon with us as well. But he is not very big yet, so he won't be like standing out very much. No, and he can fly most of the time too, so he'd actually be a good scout. And we are already aware of the windstorms that can come up. We've been in the Sea of Sand before, just not this region of it. So
Excellent. Now, did your Landis, I think you said his name was. Now, did he have a guide that might help me figure out?
We'd ask you that. No.
well, we know he went and stayed with what were they called again?
Zandanis.
The Zandans.
Zandans.
Yeah, the Zandans. So I tell him that.
Rosanna Danny's.
Oh, the Zandanis. Yeah, I'm very familiar with the family. They're highly respected glassmakers here in this region. many generations. People pay a premium for Zandani glass, but
they live out of town.
well, they're about a they're along the way. They're about a day's travel from here.
That makes sense.
Do you want to swing by there on the way, or
if that makes sense to swing by there, if it's not out of the way, like if it's not a less direct way, then probably.
That'll work just fine. We're still about 3 days or so, weather permitting and all that, to get to Backlow.
Okay, sure. Yeah, just let us know when you think would be wisest to start to leave.
Well, you're all equipped for the desert. Good desert clothes, lots of water skins.
The two of us, but these
we
two
might need to get
need to gear up a little bit.
All right. Well, let's do this then. We'll leave at first light tomorrow, and my suggestion is you head over to the Gilded Mirage. Zahira, she will look after you there. Tell her I sent you. She'll charge you double. No, just kidding. And if you need anything, I'm sure she can get you set up.
And we just meet you back here in the morning?
Right here, right at the entrance to the inn, and we'll head out at first light.
Great. We'll probably end up staying here tonight, probably. So makes more sense that way.
All right, then. I will see you later, then.
Sweet. Thank you. All right, gentlemen. You're going to get some stuff, because the sandstorms can come up here. They're pretty severe. You'll want sweet goggles like these. And I reach into my pack and I pull out my sweet desert goggles from last time.
I would just love to see a Dragonborn with a set of goggles on.
Yeah.
All right. Again, asking your way, a little wandering around Zray gets you to the Gilded Mirage. Again, it's just a big yurt set up on the sand. Outside there's all kinds of wares stacked around, and there's an older human woman sitting outside.
Greetings.
If you're short on cash, Douglan and I can spot you, just so you know.
The Vanguard doesn't pay as well as one would like.
We've done a lot of adventuring over the last few months, and we've found some pretty sweet treasures. And we've got lots. So you just go nuts, have fun with it. Whatever you need. Pick the best style you like, whatever.
Well, thank you, big guy. Would you like some honey?
Sure.
So is Ronin just glistening with honey? Does it just sort of drip down?
Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. Just reaches into a pocket, pulls out some honey.
I keep honey. I keep a spare jar of honey.
Oh,
and I let him sample it.
Love it.
So the four of you arrive at the entrance to the Gilded Mirage, and Zahira kind of stands up and she says, "Can I help you with anything?"
Zahira, my friends here said that they will spare no expense in outfitting me with the best wares I need to traverse the sands for a long period of time. What wares can you offer
to
not
assist
just
him, but me as well?
Oh yeah, that guy too.
Well, come on inside then, and let's have a look around.
Do you have any small outfits for dolls?
Okay,
It's true. It's true.
guys,
three of us.
I'm one at a time here. I'm going to share a listing of the wares for the Gilded Mirage. You can pick what you want off the list, and then when you hit the buy, it'll just take the money off your character sheet there. So I'll drop it on here for Aldric first.
Kogaan, tip the woman. It may help us get a better deal.
But I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just going to pay for everything anyways, so it's just the same.
So are you saying pay more so you pay less? Is that...
Potentially.
Okay. Just so I know.
You said you had lots. Sorry, I didn't mean to improvise.
You're
impose.
good. Aldric, you guys are doing something very noble. The least we could do is gear you properly.
Just get whatever you need.
So, did that open up there for you, Justin?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just hit the little arrow, it'll add it into your shopping cart there, and then when you're done, you just hit buy, it'll take the gold off your sheet.
Is there a way for me as a player to transfer coins to another player?
Easiest thing to do is just tell him what to add to his character sheet. But
yeah, just that doy. Yeah.
Yeah, but
you can just
but,
manually.
yeah, I
I
don't know. I don't know of. I'm sure there's probably a way, but I'm not familiar with it.
What do you want? 100 gold, 200 gold?
Maybe a little bit more than that.
300 gold.
300 should be good.
All right, I'll give you 300 gold.
Aldric is poor.
Yeah, I can take care of the platinum.
I didn't say that.
Kogaan. I got a lot. And
for
that's
the guide?
Not even the, yeah.
Yeah,
What
same.
was
I
it?
got tons of platinum too.
Yeah. What was it? 30?
30 platinum. Yeah.
30 platinum.
What is that, about 10% of your stash, Egan?
That's...
We have a lot.
Yeah, that's only... Well, it's a little over 10% of my platinum.
Oh, really? Yeah. See,
It's about 30% of my platinum, sorry.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Oh man. Yeah, I have tons of platinum.
I have 947 platinum in my own personal, and then we still have the chest that we keep on board for the crew.
Yeah.
for
See, I've got like
payments and
900 as well. So 30
Yeah.
platinum's like
Yeah.
3%.
Oh, you guys are loaded. You guys are buying my stuff.
I can give you, if you want to adjust your gold, Manny, I can give you like however much you want. There.
Don't,
sounds like
Justin. Don't forget
300.
goggles as well in your list there.
I thought I clicked those. No?
Okay, Manny, add 300 gold to your character sheet. I just took 300 of mine.
How do I do that?
Just manually in the inventory, just go type in the new number, add it on. You don't have to do anything fancy.
Just type.
Yeah, just type it in.
We're so used to Fantasy Grounds doing everything for us. It's like, what? I have to manually. I got to do math.
Like, oh yeah, it's still a character sheet. You can erase things and
You
put
just
in a new
erase
number.
things
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Weird. Guys, I have a plus 17 longbow now. I don't know what happened.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Okay, I think that's good for me for what I want to buy.
I also have a decanter of endless water.
So you just got to hit the buy button, and that'll all get added straight to your inventory.
I'm in the negative for silver pieces and copper pieces.
Yeah, that's okay. He's gonna add some.
You can convert some of your gold to silver and copper.
All right, we're done there. If you want to close that, Justin, I'll.
Oh, there's
Kogaan,
even a
I'm-
convert button.
sorry, I'm going to take out the platinum, okay?
Yeah.
Or did you already do it?
No,
Okay,
I
Ronin,
haven't.
or sorry,
Okay, I got it,
Manny,
yeah.
I'm going to drop this on your sheet now. So you just click the arrow, it'll add it to your shopping cart, and then when you're done, hit buy.
All right.
You'll probably want traveler's clothes and goggles at the very least.
Definitely a change of underwear. Sand gets everywhere.
Just
saying.
everywhere.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so some desert clothes. Yeah. Tickle my throat. Sorry.
Goggles.
Pair of goggles. I'm gonna buy some more arrows.
Nice.
I have to do this manually here. 20 arrows or something.
Max, I don't think we needed anything, right? I know there was a few times we wanted to do a shopping thing, but I think we're all,
I think we're good.
yeah. I'll remember after we're gone. We're like, oh yeah, I should have gotten that.
Do we need rations, guys?
So
Ooh, rations.
I
I've
took
got
some.
days worth of rations. Maybe get like
It's a 3-day trip one way, right? So
here's the thing. We eat well on the ship, and most have been day trips. So I think I still have quite a bit of rations. Where is
might
it?
as well get some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
last
yeah,
time you
for sure.
used a lot of rations was when you went back to the between, so that trip back and forth. But it's been a while since then.
Yeah, that's right.
Do we need tents? Are we sleeping under the stars? I'm fine sleeping under the stars, personally, but...
Well, whether it's tents or no, when those sandstorms kick up, our guide is going to pretty much take us to we need like a better shelter than just a tent.
It's pretty much impossible to sleep in the open in the sea of sand.
Yeah, or in a tent.
Yeah.
Colin, maybe we could just pay a little bit extra also to the crew to always have a, sort of a stock of rations, so whenever we leave the ship, we're topped off.
Yeah, absolutely. Although ship's running out of money, Douglan.
Oh, hey, Murfitts, I got you, bud. Don't worry. You just say the word. I mean, we do leave the chest on board,
Oh yeah. He said you're good till the new year. Just the funds that Obadiah left for the captain to run the ship. He's anticipating, with paying the crew and supplies and all the rest, it would run out in the new year.
Where's the buy button? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, and it just throws all of that right into your character sheet there.
Sounds good.
Cool. That makes it easy.
Sweet.
All right, so a little back and forth with Zahira. You end up with all of your supplies. You guys make your way back to, because it was late evening already, you make your way back to the desert's dance. It is 7 silver pieces each for the night. Now, do remember, the ship is literally at the pier.
Right. But,
if you're looking for a different experience with the locals.
You're on mute, Egan.
Sometimes the rocking of the airship,
When it's on water, yeah, it's different.
All right, and if anything you guys want to do in the evening, or are we just going to carry over?
I don't have anything.
Well, I think just we would take the time to kind of explain to Ronin and Aldric our experience out in the desert. Just letting them know kind of what to expect, and it's like unforgiving and all that stuff. So just prepare them as best we could.
Scorpions one time, and bought some orcs that were way out of place.
Huge. So the Sea of Sand is an unnatural desert. It was formed basically by the explosion from when the rift. Temperature swings are huge. Gets super hot in the day, super cold at night. And every evening as the sun starts to go down, huge sandstorms just blast the desert. So you pretty much have to find shelter out of the wind, or it can be pretty ugly. And it's pretty hard to travel at night because you can't really see the stars. So navigation gets pretty tough unless you're very familiar with the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it should be fun.
Sounds like fun.
Spice, but they shouldn't buy
the spice. House Atreides.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Early in the morning, you head out across the Sea of Sand. Morzik says it'll be most of the day to get to the Zandanis. You'll arrive late afternoon, early evening. You'll arrive, so the storms will just be starting as you arrive there. As promised, the day is pretty unforgiving. Blowing sand never stops. When Douglan said sand will get everywhere, he wasn't wrong. And but the day is uneventful, and as you're getting into the evening, when the evening storms are just starting to pick up, you get into an area where there's a bit of broken land mixed in with the desert landscape, and Morzik takes you down into this valley, a short distance out of the wind and the sandstorms, and you come to this complex, basically, which he tells you is the Zandani's home. So it's down in a little bit of a valley. You know, you're maybe 50, 60 feet down from what would be the desert floor above you. There, you can tell, you know, they have sort of built their homes into the walls. There's also some yurt-style tents and that. There's a corral full of giant scorpions. And there's probably 15, 20 people milling about doing their thing. And as you approach, an older-looking tiefling comes up to greet you, and he says he recognizes Morzik, so he's Morzik. Who are these people with you? And Morzik says, "Gentlemen, go ahead, introduce yourselves."
I'm Douglan McKayne, and we're looking for a friend. The big fella is Kogaan. The strange little one is Aldric, and the one with the bees all around him is Ronin. But they're friendly, right?
And this is Hanu.
Ah, yes. Sorry.
Yeah, he was definitely the one I was probably most interested in. Indeed, is that a gold wormling?
That is correct. He's very, very friendly. He's common, is very good now too. And yeah, Hanu, maybe stay away from the giant scorpion then, just, you know, to be safe. So.
Now, what brings you here? My name is Lokiros Zandani. I am the father of the family, and is there something that we can help you with?
Our friend Landis came through this way.
I know Landis indeed. He left with my son Mithor for Backlow.
Yes, that's where we are headed. His grandfather needed us to get in touch. Landis, he was concerned about them. He hasn't heard from him in a bit, so... yeah, we're checking in. So, how long ago did they leave?
Oh, it's been close to a 10-day already, I do believe, but I hadn't really been worried about them yet. You know,
10 days is... That's
10
okay.
days. Well, Landis was looking for Devil Star diamonds, and they're quite rare even here in the in this region. Now, if he was looking to acquire several of them, say, it might take some time before he was able to do that. So I can't say we were really concerned, but if this Obadiah you're speaking of has lost contact with them, well then that could be concerning. You see, Backlow is a bit of a rough place. You can stay safe enough if you mind your own business there, but it's possible that Landis searching for diamonds might have drawn some unwanted attention.
Oh, Backlow is a community.
Oh, it's a little oasis town.
Yeah. I thought this was maybe a
deep
region.
deep in the desert. It is kind of a gathering place for all of those that call that region of the desert their home. You see,
Frontiers people.
yeah.
Okay.
So he brought on some unwanted attention, perhaps.
Maybe.
It's possible, Douglan. It's the kind of place you have to keep your nose clean in, if you know what I mean.
Aldric, have you ever heard of Backlow in relation to any of your bounty hunting days?
No, this is way further out than I've ever gone myself.
Cool. Just thought I'd ask. Yeah.
Well, now, if you're friends of Landis, you're more than welcome to spend the night here, and we'll show you the best hospitality we can, and maybe I can get to know your dragon friend there.
Sure.
So, the Zandani's hospitality is very fine. They're able to provide you a place that you can all, out of the wind and the cold and all the rest, that you can spend the night. So they are glass makers. They make glass, which generally all their glass is taken to Zeray and sold to merchants, who take it wherever it is required. They use the giant scorpions are actually trained. They use them like machinery to move things around, because the reason that they live here is they have a mine where they have been able to access a coal seam, and they use coal to heat their furnaces where they turn the sand into glass, basically. So, and the scorpions carry these big coal buckets in and out from underground, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing they got going on here.
Wow. Good thing.
So you meet Lykiros, who is Father Zandani, Magoria, who is the mother, Axer is the younger brother, and then for Douglan, for you are reintroduced to Inkira and Daloth, who were the tiefling twins you guys rescued from the tower.
Oh wow. Huh. Do I see him?
Yep.
They're
They made it
sisters.
They are
It was one
twin
of our
sisters.
first-
They were very, very early in the campaign. Douglan and company rescued them. They had been possessed by this necklace, and yeah.
Yep.
So,
you made it. You made it home all right.
we did. Yes.
Glad to hear.
All right.
Talk.
Yeah, good talk.
Good
You're welcome.
talk. Yeah.
I just saved your life. That's okay.
There was no big deal. Yeah. Okay, the night is uneventful. You enjoy good food, a good night's sleep, and you are up and at it again at your guide's request, and on the move at first light as the storms dissipate. From the Zandani home. It is a couple of days still to get to Backlow. So you're headed out across the desert once more. And why don't we take just a quick little biological before we continue on? And
Know that.
yeah, we'll be right back. I'll sign this out. Okay. We are live again. We're live again. Oh, the sponsors have it blocked out. You couldn't see what you're...
It's pretty funny. It's like it knew to like block out the brand or whatever.
Yeah, it's like the brand was blocked out. Okay, early morning. The group heads off across the desert. Morzik in the lead. Pretty much the same kind of day you encountered before. A lot of wind, a lot of sand. There are landmarks out here. For you, Ronin, you're very aware of the fact you can see how Morzik is using. There are buttes out here. There's areas where the sand is kind of different than other areas. The way the wind blows through and dunes things up. You know, you can kind of get a feel for the way that he is navigating through here.
Is there much for flora or anything?
Very, very little. Now when you get to areas where it is a little more rocky and there are sheltered areas, you get some, like you go back and forth between broken land and just straight up sandy desert where there isn't like anything.
Yeah.
As you approach evening, Morzik tells you guys there is a rocky area up ahead that's going to provide shelter for the evening. And as he kind of points off to where that rocky area is, and as you guys are approaching there, all of a sudden the ground all around you starts to shake really violently. From the ground, bursting up from the sand, is a purple worm.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, meta.
Morzik yells that it is a sand mother.
Yes, it is.
But this thing comes bursting up out of the sand. It's, you know, maybe about 6 feet or so in diameter. 70, 80 feet long as it comes up out of the sand, and immediately hones in on all of you.
Parlay.
Yeah, we'd like to parlay.
The language doesn't speak.
It was just speaking to you in that language. Didn't you catch it? All right. A little setup here. All right. I will start off by sharing a map with you.
Someday. There it is.
Set up here for the studio audience.
We're not quite at this rocky stuff then.
I will plop you guys kind of on the map there so you can get a feel where you are roughly.
Yeah, then.
Alright, that will work there.
Anybody want? Should I try speaking with animals here? Is it technically an animal, or is it an insect?
A monster, or is it a beast?
Thing is as thick as a
now
mob.
you guys can kind of position yourselves around there a little bit, but that's basically where you are.
Bird.
I'd like to move outside the map.
Yeah. I bet you
You're
would.
still asleep on the ship, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this another dream?
This is all just a dream sequence.
Weird.
I feel like the Sand Mother token should be larger.
I mean, it's freaking
Standing
16
straight up
squares,
right now.
dude.
and-
I know,
that's
but it's
the
not
flop over.
filling the 16 squares. You know what I mean? It should fill the square. Yes, thank you.
How's that?
That feels better.
Great.
Oh, it's big.
You had to ask, right?
The big bitch.
Alrighty.
I believe it's gargantuan.
It is gargantuan.
Gargantuan. dope.
I like how everybody moves back.
It's
Where's
tentacle
everybody
casket.
going?
All right,
Where's
let's
everybody going?
let's get some initiative rules from everyone.
Initiative.
Wow, look at that. Even with odd montage. Sucking. Let the sucking begin with this big worm.
Well, Ronin crushed it.
I'm the biggest.
Now you're gonna use your sharpshooter ability.
What is that? I don't even know. Can you
So-
remind- I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Just have to. You don't have to, of course. But it's a lot of
Okay, I think we are all set up, and we'll start at the top of the order. So, Ronin, everyone. So literally, you guys are walking along, and like the whole area just starts vibrating to the point where you're almost sinking into the sand. Everything is vibrating so much, and this thing just comes bursting up out of the sand, and is immediately moving towards you. And none of you are Sand Mother experts, but you're fairly certain that
lonely.
that doesn't mean it's happy.
It needs to sound father.
That's
Or
the
maybe
problem. It needs to
sand
sand.
babies.
Just needs a spa day away from the kids, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
Ronin, you have initiative.
All right. With that, I'm going to use my sharpshooter max. Okay. So I take a -5 penalty on my attack roll.
Yeah.
But if I still hit, then I get +10 to the damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
All
nice.
right. So I'm going to see if I do this right. I'm going to do my -5 modifier.
Yeah.
Roll my attack.
Don't you have more than +5?
Oh, it's
no.
showing you
No,
as
no, no.
unconscious right now.
And
for some
prone.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we take that off, please?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
That's not too
Blast.
bad for
Last
unconscious
battle.
and prone. That's decent.
You
I
did.
mean, I know I'm not
Yeah, that
that
was
smart.
still on there from the
Yeah, from last
battle.
time.
So go ahead and roll again.
Reroll?
I will be a gracious
also-
GM.
Grapple.
Ah, there you go. That's more
For
like
what
it.
it's worth.
Why does that say +5? It should say -5.
No, remember you didn't change it out of your bar. No. So it is saying -5, but it should be +6 because it's your magic longbow, but you didn't replace your magic longbow into your skill bar probably. That's happened last
Oh, yeah.
time.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, you still hit, but
Still
make sure
hits.
you're
Doug,
Now
so
you
you
play
you clean
I'm
those
not
off.
happy.
and
I
All right.
can't. I tried. So
Okay,
you
no
can-
problem.
I need to
can take
delete
care
that
of
out of there. I will delete that out of there. Sorry, guys.
No
Okay.
problem.
So, with that being said, I've got that. Do I just, how do you want me to add +10?
No, there's an effect for it in your actions.
Oh,
Or
yes,
the-
there is. Yes.
Yeah.
Effect sharpshooter damage 10 action self. So I guess I click on
Yep.
that.
Click
Yep.
on that, and then for this
Yeah.
roll, it'll add it when you roll the damage.
Sweet. Sweet. All right. I'm also going to, excuse me. Oh, sorry, guys. Pardon me. I'm also going to favorite foe this beast
Mm-hmm.
while I'm at it. Same time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to attack.
Roll the damage. Yeah.
+1. No, sorry. Damage. That screwed up everything, didn't it?
No,
Nope.
it still,
Nope.
it still
It's-
worked.
It's all good.
Right.
Nice hit.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn. Is it
+10
dead?
on there.
Yeah, it's dead.
It is. Yeah, you got +17 total. So
23 damage.
Oh.
That was it. It killed it.
I love it.
Ah,
Well done.
that's
Easy.
your
that was
first
just my,
attack.
that was just my first attack.
Yowza.
All right. Well,
You
yeah.
can do the -5. You don't have to do sharpshooter again, but you can do it on every attack.
I know. I'm gonna totally do it again because it's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, just make sure you got to turn it all on each time,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And attack roll. Oh, that's a -1. Oh, yeah. Does 10 hit?
Nope.
Fired. No.
I feel like he wasn't targeted. So
Oh, he wasn't targeted. No.
10. Let me see here. I don't think a 10 hit. No, 10 doesn't hit.
Yeah. I am done my turn.
Alrighty.
No, sorry. As a bonus action, I'm gonna Hunter's Mark him.
Well, okie dokie. Oh, there's a new little icon out there to show you whose initiative it is. Oh, interesting. All right,
with the
Aldric.
flag.
Okay, seeing this massive beast in front of me, I'm going to hex it.
I'll hex you for that one.
Whoa.
And then launch my agonizing blast at him.
All right.
Oh, which is not going to work. Oof. And try again.
Yeah.
There you go.
But there should be.
So you only apply the hex on the roll that you're gonna be doing damage with, because otherwise, after that roll, you have to
It
reset it
disappears,
again.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So an
Just roll a
additional
D6.
D6
Yeah.
of damage. Great damage. Wow, my rolls are
1
awesome.
and 1. Awesome. Good start.
So
Good start, everybody.
1, 1, 2, 11 as a high. It's great. I'm going to move back as far as I can. Any difficult terrain being on the sand?
Nope, nope. The sand is pretty
5, 10.
walkable here.
So move back there
Alrighty.
as I hug the rock face and try and stay out of direct sight of the giant purple worm.
All right. Kogaan.
Oh boy. All right.
Tank it, man.
I will move forward a little bit here.
Doesn't like you
And I
coming
will-
at it.
I will activate my use my bonus action to activate my armor rune. That's this guy.
Ooh, that's juicy.
And I will hold my action to take a swing at this thing if it gets in melee range of me.
Okay. That's it for you, Kogaan.
Mm-hmm.
Douglan.
All right. I'm going to step. There.
Yeah. Go with me on the front lines.
Yes, like an idiot, because I don't like this thing. All right, yeah, I'm gonna shoot. Grab this special-looking, sleek black javelin.
So big
Whisper.
wild animal. It'll probably run away when we do enough damage to it. So.
I hope so. All right, so
Unless it's got little babies ready to pop out of the ground as well.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Nice.
Nice.
The lightning javelin.
Your
crits.
target is dazed
It's
until
dazed.
the end of its next turn.
awesome,
Damn.
awesome. All right, so regular damage, right? First, and then the because it doesn't
Everything's
crit.
crit.
Everything's crit. Oh wow, how about
Because-
that?
Because it gets hit by the lightning damage as well. So
Yes.
that gets critted as well. Not
Alright.
not for the guys making that would make saving throws, I don't
Mhm.
think. But
It's stunned or
So this is just an effect from Colin's crit
critical
table.
effects table.
Yeah, and then
Yep.
let me do the lightning damage first. And that should be doubled. Sweet.
Wow.
32. And then
Nice.
I think that'll probably take down the crit. So how do I do crit damage from just dropping the
to the
damage? Colin?
Sorry?
dice?
Yeah, no, I know that, but I wanted to just do the damage from the
Yeah,
action
but-
tab. How do you do a crit damage?
Oh, if you want to, you hold down shift when you do the damage.
Another
Nice.
11. Excellent.
You got all the good dice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really good. No ones in all of that.
It's like the trail of lightning is sort of still like smoking off of his hand at that point. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. As a bonus action, I'm going to activate my shield. You see this thing just come off his back and kind of go up and just kind of sit right in front of him. And he just sort of digs his feet into the sand a little bit.
So do you have to like equip your shield in your inventory whenever you?
Yeah, I just what do you call it? I just equip it or unequip it depending on. Yeah, it's the easiest way. So.
Wasn't sure how you did that in Fantasy Ground. That makes sense.
Yep. And that is my turn.
Nice.
All right. Morzik.
Morzik, get back. Way back.
He seems genuinely terrified by the fact that he is fighting a sand mother.
You dash away.
He runs to a little bit of a higher point and takes a shot at this thing with his bow.
Oh, look at him go.
Yes.
He gets a multi-attack, so 2 bow attacks. First shot with his bow. He misses.
14
misses. Sucks.
Second.
So, pretty good armor. Maybe sharpshooter.
That's a crit.
Oh,
another
close.
crit.
He knocks the target unconscious.
Dazed and now
What?
unconscious.
The pit son.
Squishy.
All right. Our sand mother cannot attack as it flops onto the sand, unconscious for now.
Manny, just so you know, that Hunter's Mark effect,
Yes.
pretty sure you put that on yourself.
No, it said in the chat that it was on her.
No, I know, but I think what that means is that you're concentrating on Hunter's Mark. So, like, because the program will automatically, like, run concentration checks if you're concentrating on a spell.
Yeah.
So it's like you put
I put the hunter's mark on her.
Yeah, it's as if she's concentrating on Hunter's Mark. You know what I'm saying? So,
I get what you're saying.
yeah,
So
we just have to remember that that's the target, right?
Well, here. Why don't I just put the hunter's mark on me?
Yeah. Just you know, it's the ins and outs of Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, dude, don't even sweat it.
Finding the hunter's mark units of HR. Anyways, doesn't matter. All good. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so we're gonna skip its turn here. Ronin.
Yeah, man. Okay. Well, I'm gonna target it.
It's not out for the count. It just missed its round.
So if it's unconscious, do we have advantage on attacks
That's
against
what I was just gonna ask.
You do. Yep, for this round, it'll be conscious again after this round.
So I can just put advantage in the modifiers.
I need to just let me add on conscious here for a second.
Oh, and then it'll automatically do it.
Yeah.
Should.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, well, I'm going to try for sharpshooter again with my -5.
It is currently unconscious. It will be conscious again after this round. If you would just let it fight.
Oh.
Stop getting all these crits.
Miss an unconscious creature.
Yeah, I missed an unconscious.
Oh, it's got heavy armor.
It's like, and a little sand blew in his face, you know, I mean.
Oh, I'm a terrible ranger. I'm not used to this place, okay? I'm used to the wilds. Give me a break.
Sands in your fingers, it's making it hard to grasp the bow.
Oh!
There it is. Colin's like, God, what
Wow,
are you
that's
gonna
a
do?
whole lot of criticals going on there, guys.
Okay, so
Okay.
you got your favorite foe. So add your favorite foe.
Hold on. Back up to it here. Okay, favored foe.
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. Okay,
Yeah.
so Hunter's Mark is the
So go into the
1d6.
spell. Yeah, the 1d6.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I gotta go to the sharpshooter for the.
Did you add the favored foe one?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Damage for that sharpshooter.
Yep.
And where's my favorite foe? Oh, there it is.
Click on
Favorite
that.
foe, 1d6.
Yep. Now, roll the damage.
Wow, and I mean, while I'm at it, I mean, should we just do a gathered swarm and do another 1d6
Well,
damage?
Yeah, that one's different though. So just roll this first, and then click the gathered swarm
Alright.
damage.
Yeah, the swarm is after the roll.
Yeah. Woo!
Nice.
Cool. And that was the gathered swarm.
Oh yeah. So it added this. You got a -6 off of that because it shouldn't get the 100
Yeah,
mark.
it shouldn't
that's
get
an error.
That's correct. Yeah.
No problem. Can do.
4 extra damage. Yeah. Cool. Good shot.
I made up for my miss.
Yeah,
There we
no
go.
kidding.
Absolutely.
Is that it for you, Ronin?
That's it for me.
All right, Aldric. This thing is
moving it.
starting to come to, having
will,
been shocked by the javelin.
agonizing blast it. With advantage, still down, and again.
Nice.
So hex on myself because that's the last time.
Yeah, that's the damage. Yep.
Damage, agonizing blast.
And you'll have to add it again for the second.
Yep.
Add it again for the second time on myself. And agonizing blast. Oh, that is not the right one. It's that one.
There we go.
Ooh!
Good
Nicely
damage. Good
done.
damage.
Wow.
It's not too bad.
9 and 10. That's pretty
5,
good.
10, and then seeing the others up on the rock and not standing on the sand, we'll move back there. And end my turn.
Alrighty. Kogaan.
Let's see if I can roll a crit.
Let's not.
I'm gonna go there so I can bigify. As I activate Dragon's Might. Dragon's Might. Oh, that's a d6. Dragon's Might. Wow. And seeing as how that lightning javelin looks so rad, I'm gonna activate my flails lightning.
Nice.
That. And we'll roll an attack roll here. I guess I should target the creature.
Damage too.
Yep, I should do it automatically. Nice. And we'll also throw on the fire rune as well. So that'll be this guy. All right.
Ooh.
Wow.
Damn.
Nice.
There you go.
And is to make a strength save, which it probably will make. Oh,
Wow.
failed. Okay, so now it's also restrained,
Oh no way.
and it'll take 2d6
Oh my
fire
god.
damage at the start of each of its turns.
Colin, I don't know what to tell you, man.
It's gonna come to restrained. That's excellent.
And
All
Colin,
right, second attack.
I
don't
was
wanna
just
throw
going
up.
out for a boba.
Hey!
Is that crit?
Wow, there's quit.
Oh, that's too
That's
funny.
insane.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And actually, I don't
I'm
want
not
to
even gonna accent charge. I'm just gonna let it rock. Everyone's having a good time wailing on this thing. Sorry, Colin.
That's all good.
Yeah, and I don't want to throw a kink into things, Colin, but on my last roll, it didn't actually do any of my D8 damage either from my longbow on my critical. Just all the D6s.
Oh, how did it not roll the D8s? Did you roll the wrong die?
No, it just didn't do it. I don't know why. After I clicked everything and hit damage, it didn't roll them.
You may have to go into the little wheel and see what the damage is indicated.
Just roll 2 D8s there, and we'll.
Oh, you rolled the gathered swarm damage. Damage, ranger, gathered swarm. So you didn't actually roll the bow. That's why.
That's weird.
Yeah. I just used the weapons damage
leave
at
it
the
as
top.
is.
Use the
Doesn't matter.
weapons instead of like, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause at the top there's like your attack roll for your weapon and your bow and stuff.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Anyways, that's my turn.
All right, Douglan.
Douglan
How would you like the whale on this thing?
Restrained, paralyzed, unconscious being.
Douglan pretends to run the other way, but no, he's going to run up and join his pal. I'm going to stop, although I know this thing fully has reach. I'm going to stop right there. Okay, that's my turn.
All right. More Zik. Let's fly a couple more arrows.
Suddenly not feeling so terrified as he watches these superheroes just lock down.
Just wailing on this thing.
Oh,
first arrow misses. Second arrow hits with the second arrow.
I'm so close to it. Come on, fiery shackles.
All right. It is no longer unconscious. It is shackled.
Yeah. Gave at the end of his turn.
But it has no arms.
It's gonna worm its way out. What?
Just a little more damage, you know. Just
Ow.
keep it real.
Can't go even its turn without taking damage. Come on, that'd be great.
Yeah, no kidding.
So he can't move, but he can attack with disadvantage.
Can attack with disadvantage. All right, Kogaan, this thing is going to attempt to bite onto you.
Cool. I get swallowed pretty easily here, but it's almost dead. Unless a large creature can't get swallowed, I don't know.
It's large and smaller. Can be swallowed.
Yeah. I figured the thing is gargantuan.
Yeah. Just make sure it's full when it's done eating.
All right, it hits. Take your damage. That's a good bite right there. All right, so you gotta. It's a just for everyone's reference here. When it successfully bites onto you, if the target is large or smaller, must succeed on a DC 19 Dexterity saving throw or be swallowed by the worm.
Oh, Dex.
Okay, we'll try your saving throw. Son of a bitch! Now, really, I'm gonna roll 20s for you guys.
I guess technically I have Douglan's aura, so I had a better than 10% chance, but yeah.
I didn't put it on you, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
If it has a second attack, I get to attack it.
It does have a second attack. Okay, it gets to make one bite attack and then one stinger attack.
Okay. So since it attacked somebody besides me, I get to take a shot. Oh, is it because it's restrained?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I see that stinger kind of poised, so I'm gonna add a little bit.
Nice done. Dang.
That thing was hovering, and
Hey,
Look
you
out,
wanted to have a
Kogaan.
crit table. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, that's it. It can swing both
Swing both ways.
ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's enjoy this now, guys.
Sometimes you're the
because-
hammer, and sometimes
Yeah.
you're the nail.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
All
And
right,
if you-
so this thing just has been pulverized by you guys. It just slams down onto the desert, just dead, oozing goo out of the various wounds and burn marks and everything else that that you
I
guys.
shout back to what's the name of Zek?
Morzik.
Morzik.
Morzik, are we like hunkering down for tonight? Is that the plan?
Yes, we will use these rocks as shelter for the night.
Cool. I'm gonna cut off a big hunk of sand.
I was gonna ask, is sandworm good to eat?
I have a magical pouch of spices and stuff too, so I can just whip up, some nice seasoning for
I
this
heard
thing.
it tastes like chicken.
Maybe.
I'm gonna run up while they're discussing this and say, but what about the poison?
Well, in most creatures, the poison is usually not located within the flesh of the creature. It's in a gland somewhere.
Do you know where it is though? Because it could be very
I'm saying-
valuable.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If
I'm
we
gonna
could
chunk
extract some.
a chunk of meat out of the muscle. But yeah, you go look for poison. You remind me a lot of this other
Lafferty.
Yeah, Lafferty. He would always try to find poison glands and things too.
Oh, he would be inside that thing right now, just looking for stuff.
Just deep in there, hey, Jay?
Yeah, yeah.
Aldric, you've read about these creatures. Most places call them purple worms. Here they call them sand mothers. It's in the tail is where the stinger is,
Yeah, I'd like to try and extract.
which is 70 feet that way.
Okay. 70. So 2 turns.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I'm
Go
gonna
up there.
unshare this map now.
Yeah.
You can extract poison out of this thing for sure. Just for now, just add it to your character sheet manually. Just say that you got I assume you got a vial or something on you, a vial of purple worm
toxin.
poison, and we'll work through that.
We
Nice. Damn. I almost got to participate in that battle. That was pretty cool.
Almost got a turn.
Yeah, I almost got a turn. That was neat. How many criticals was that? 5, I think.
4 or 5, 5 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
As I said, guys, let's enjoy it while we can, because B&D has a way of balancing out.
Here, I'm just going to use this one more time, just because I never really got to use it at all.
The roar.
Okay. So basically within those rocks, Morzik knows where there is areas where you get in right underneath the rocks, and you're able to get out of the wind and the cold of the night. And come morning, you are back up and at it, crossing the desert.
I'm sorry, Colin. I would like to the night before cast find Steed, just so I have Benji around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Oh, actually, as I think
run
about it,
along
I forgot to introduce Hanu into
Hanu,
the battle. Yeah, I forgot all about him.
Whatever, you would have died over half a round earlier. Sure.
So you head off across the desert, and again, like these guides, they really plan their days around the fact you have to get somewhere to be out of
of course.
out of the weather before the night comes in, and just late afternoon, you arrive at this oasis in the desert. This is Backlow. So Backlow is, as you come up on it, it's just a small desert town. It's built around, it's a fair size oasis in the desert here. It's mostly protected from the storms by this large rocky ridge. The wind blows towards the back of the ridge and kind of offers the town enough, or this oasis enough shelter that it has turned into, your guide has, kind of talked about Backlow during your travels. It's kind of a gathering, resupply place for miners, merchants, guides, just about anybody that's traveling through this area of the desert. He says, much like Lakira said, as long as you mind your own business, you're fine in Backlow, but it's not a place that you want to get in trouble. It's run by a powerful mage, a tiefling who calls himself Havoc. And so your guide said, you just don't want to attract any attention from Havoc, and then your time there will be fine.
Okay.
So you guys roll into Backlow late afternoon.
All right. Well, guess we just start asking her. Maybe we should ask about the young Zandani person, the son, because if they're a family from like the region, then people will most likely know who that is rather than Andy's.
Mm.
You know what I mean, Douglan? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So for the most part, the tent, or sorry, the city's just made up of tents, yurts. There are 2 wood stone buildings in town. One, in talking to folks, one is it's the only the only tavern that is in town. And the other one apparently belongs to Havoc's people.
Okay.
Maybe
But
we
Havoc
should ask around.
runs the town. He's not necessarily he's not necessarily like super bad, just controlling. We don't know, I guess.
Well, can
You
we
don't-
ask
you don't really know.
Zandani?
Just wise not to be
Yeah.
on the radar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess start asking around.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I
So you're
guess.
just kind of making your way around town, talking to folks,
Yeah.
asking about Mythor?
Yeah, Mythor. Well, say there's a Mythor and a human companion with him, and we're just looking for them.
So for the most part, you find that the tents and the yurts, they sort of act like inns for people. There is one large collection that is quote unquote the official inn in town. It's called the Wandering Rest. That tavern, the one of the only 2 wood and stone buildings in town is called the Oasis Ember. But lots of the other tents and yurts and stuff like that, people can stay there. It's almost like people rent out the tent and provide food and drink and everything like that. The town is just like it's like Las Vegas. Everybody there is drinking and gambling and just hanging out. before they head back into. There's really no industry or anything in Backlow. It's just a place people come to hang out, to get out of the desert a little bit. You ask around about Mithor. A couple of people say they know the Zandani family. They know Mithor. He was in town, but they're not really sure what became of him.
Oh.
Some remember a guy that kind of looked like Landis. You know, like, he's all wrapped up in desert clothing, so, you know, the description's a little hard for them to nail. Some remember him, some don't. Some remember Mithor being here recently. Others are like, oh, I haven't seen Mithor here in years. Those are usually the ones that are been drinking.
Where would they go if they were looking into Devil Star Diamond?
Everyone seems to think if they were looking for a Devil Star Diamond cellar, they probably would have spent time at the Oasis Ember, at the official tavern in town, because that's where the higher end folk go to hang out. Prices are much higher there. You know, it's a bit of a status symbol to go to the Oasis Ember versus anywhere else.
Okay, well, let's just go there, I guess. It's always
We have lots of money.
chat it up with people in the inn and see if we can find out what's going on.
You make your way to the Oasis Ember. You know, there is a bouncer at the front. You're brought to a table inside, and the waitress comes up and asks everyone what they might like and what brings them to Backlow.
We are looking for some friends of ours. They maybe have stayed here. One was a human friend of ours, and the other, his name was Landis, and the other was a member of the Zandani family. Did they stay here recently?
I don't know if I know Mithor, but this human you are talking about, she gives you a description that meets Landis. You're pretty sure she's talking about Landis, and she says he was looking for diamonds, I believe. Does that sound like your friend?
Devil Star Diamond. Do you know where we would go to talk to someone who would know about that, even, or? Do you know the last time Landis was here?
It was. I can't say for sure now, but at least 3 or 4 days since I last saw them here. Was his friend a tiefling or a human?
A tiefling.
Yes, then they were here. They did meet a diamond merchant here. The three of them left together, but I can't say that I have seen them back here since.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
Well, hopefully you're going to buy a drink.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sure. What's the best thing to get rid of sand? It's all like everywhere.
Everywhere.
Probably a swim in the lake.
Do they still have the rooms paid for here, or did they leave? Like, did they check out?
So you're in the tavern. The Oasis Ember is the tavern.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there's the yurt. The collection of yurts is the.
Okay.
So she doesn't know if they had a room there or not.
Okay. Well,
he left the three of them left the tavern, or the two of them left the tavern with a diamond dealer.
Okay. Does she know the name of the diamond dealer? Or anything?
Yes. She just happens to know the name of the diamond dealer. His name is Yorvis.
Yorvis. He's a tiefling as well?
He is. And she says that Yorvis spends a lot of time here, so he is probably in town somewhere.
Okay. Go ask around for Yorvis.
Thank you, dear, for all your help.
Oh, you're
Appreciate it.
very welcome.
And I slip her a gold piece.
Nice. She ignores the fact that you have bees crawling out of your clothes regularly.
I don't have bees crawling out of my clothes regularly.
Cannon.
They're ethereal bees that he summons when necessary.
Yes, I know.
Do you have a bonnet by chance?
Who?
Bee in a bonnet? No, no one? Okay. Moving on.
Lame!
We can't all hit.
You were combing through the archives for that one, hey?
Oh, honeycombing. Cool.
We all waxed over on that joke.
Oh man, oh
It's
man.
getting better.
There's just no end to it. All right.
Oh, beehive.
Oh, I was gonna say it.
Jesus.
Oh, are you? Okay, sweet. I'm glad somebody did.
All right, let's go out and look for. Now I forgot his name after all.
Yorvis.
Yorvis.
Myvis?
It's not my vis. It's not our vis.
Yorvis. His vis.
So a little asking around says that probably if Yorvis is in town, he would be at the Wandering Rest. That's the main place that again, if you got coin and you're trying to show it off, you stay at the Wandering Rest, which is
Cool.
the best that Backlow can do for a inn.
The Wandering Rest. We go.
All right, you arrive. You're met immediately by Temor, who is the owner. And will you be staying the night?
Unknown at this point, but we are looking for some companions.
And who might that be?
Go for
I'm
it.
Aldric, Darkwood.
Yes.
I'm traveling with these lovely gentlemen. We are on a mission to save the Earth.
Oh, okay.
Right into it.
We're on a mission from God.
My name is from Gad. Yeah, my name is from Gad.
And how might I help with this mission?
Rest and respite from the elements that we face around us.
Oh, well, indeed. It is... there are no private rooms here. 8 silver pieces per night. With a group of 4, though, I can probably get you a yurt of your own for the night.
Excellent. That is what we're looking for.
Sweet little dragon with me.
Will you require food or drink or anything else?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
So, Temor takes you to one of the... So these yurts are all just kind of tightly packed in a circle. There's a common area in the middle where everyone sits and drinks and smokes, and then all the little yurts are off there that... So he sets you into, of course, one of his very best for the night.
How much do we need to deduct, Colin?
32 silver.
I'm going to chuck him a gold.
Oh.
That's only worth 10 silver.
Sorry, yeah. 5 gold.
He's like, what are you trying to pull on me, man?
See if he's paying
Thank you.
attention.
A few more of those will be very nice.
5 gold.
Okay.
your finest treatment would be greatly appreciated tonight. We need to be well rested for the things we're undertaking.
Of course, anything you need, you let me know, and Timur will take care of it.
Excellent.
Also,
Yes.
have you seen Yorvis around lately?
He is a regular, yes. Very good tipper. Very good tipper, yes. Much like yourselves. Thank you again. But I can't say I have seen him for 3 or 4 days now.
Oh, okay. He is with our companions. Do you know who we might talk to who would know more about Yorvis?
No, he comes here for a little rest from his work and comes and goes as he pleases. He was here, but come to think of it, I don't remember seeing him leave.
Oh. Strange. So he might be in his... Does he have a private yurt?
No. He is no longer here, but I
didn't see him leave
Normally
town.
he does, say goodbye or whatever, but yes, I don't remember him leaving.
Okay, I'll have to go ask around, I guess, some more. Thank you.
How long ago was that?
3 or 4 days ago, I believe. I don't remember exactly. He does just sort of come and go from time to time, week to week.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, head out about town and just start, I don't know, asking around, really.
Yeah, see who saw them last, maybe the direction they headed off.
Wait, did you say there was a gold or a stone merchant here or no?
A diamond merchant?
Yeah.
Well, Yervis was the one that the barmaid had seen with Methor and Landis.
Mm-hmm.
She said that she figured he would be, if he was still in town, he would be here.
Mm-hmm.
But the innkeeper hasn't seen Yervis here in 3 or 4 days.
It's just the same timeline as Landis, and I can never get that guy's name to stick.
Jarvis.
No, not Yorvis.
Methor.
Methor Zandani.
Methor Zandani.
Okay. Cool.
As you guys are sitting in your yurt, talking amongst yourselves, deciding what is next. Who has the highest perception in your group? I should know that.
Definitely me.
I should know that, but
perception.
I can't.
Mine's +2.
I can find that out pretty quick.
0.
Probably Manny.
I think me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm +11.
Yeah, that's a decent perception. Not bad.
Worse. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Let's see.
Passive of 19.
Aldric has 10. Douglan has 10. Kogaan has 12. Ronin has 21. Yeah. Okay. So it's you then, Ronin. That Ronin has the tent flaps are open. You guys are just kind of sitting around in there. You notice in the common area there is a young tiefling girl who she's kind of trying to peek in through your tent and see who's in there. She's sitting kind of opposite side of the area, trying to watch what's going on inside of your tent, your yurt there.
All right.
Yeah.
And I see her, right?
You do.
All right. I'm making sure I see her there. Okay. I cast Mage Hand behind her and shove her into the tent.
Oh, she is like on the opposite side of the common area. So she's probably 30 feet or so away, just trying to look through across the common area into your tent. She's trying to stay hidden. She's doing a piss poor job of it.
Oh, it's like he spots her when the other guy leaves.
Oh,
kind of
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So I kind of quietly mention it to everyone at the table here. I believe somebody is watching us or very curious about us over yonder. Don't look, Kogaan.
Okay.
Don't look. That's very good,
No
Kogaan.
problem.
Yes.
Just rubbing my eye. Just gonna yawn and stretch.
I'm gonna get up to go use the lab, and I'm gonna try and intercept her and be ready. Be ready.
For what? Anything?
For when I grab her and bring her over here, if there's a struggle. Pay
Just gonna
attention
grab
to
her
what's happening.
in
Pay
this
attention
common
to what's
area in
happening
front of all
when I
these
go-
people.
Kogaan.
I'm just
Kogaan,
asking.
This is literally what I do for a living. I am a spy. I am going to go over
Yeah.
and I will coerce her over here so we
Okay.
can discuss with her.
Cool. I can't wait to see this in action.
Yeah, this should go really well.
This is
So
gonna be awesome.
Ronin, you go to the loo.
I'm pretending to go to the loo. Yes,
Okay.
I don't actually have to go to the loo.
This girl, so for reference, like she looks like she might be 15, 16 years old. Like she's just a very young girl. As you go to leave, she follows you.
Perfect.
Do we see this?
Yep, you guys can all see he goes out, kind of heads off, and she makes her way around the common area to where
Outhouses.
Ronin is going.
Oh, this should be easy to explain to the authorities.
She looked 18.
These have legal.
She seduced me.
Should we?
So are
should
you,
we, follow him? Or
Ronin?
should
Are
we-
you actually going to the loo, or are you going to try and intercept her? What's your plan here?
No, I was gonna try to intercept her. So, with my perception, I presume I noticed she's following me.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. As such, I want to use. Oh, man. I'd like to actually just use my swarm to kind of like basically distract her when she gets close to the loo,
Okay.
such that I can grab her and, restrain her.
Okay.
That makes sense?
There's a lot of people around.
Okay.
It's going to be impossible to do this without a lot of people seeing.
Well, is there any way for me? I want to do it subtly. I want to be able to just kind of like grab her arm, place my rapier against her stomach and say, "Can I help you with something? I see you've been following me."
Okay. Let's see how we can do this. Let's so as you get, it kind of thins out. There's not as much people around when you get to where the loo is. She seems to be trying to catch up to you, Ronin.
Okay.
Once there's less people around, and you basically go to turn on her, she says to you as she's getting close, "I need to speak with you and your friends."
She says you stab her in the stomach.
I didn't stab her.
Excuse me.
I skewer her with my rapier.
I didn't rapier her, okay? All right.
Bring her back.
Yeah. Very well, girl. Come with me.
Here's some candy.
She
some
follows she follows you back to the tent.
Yes, not into the bathroom. Definitely not into the bathroom.
When you get to the yurt, she actually closes the flaps from the common area so that you're closed off from the rest of the main area. She turns around and she says, "My name is Nizara, and I'm a friend of the Zandani family. I believe that you are looking for Mithor and Landis?"
Yes.
We are, yes.
It is my understanding that they have been taken by Havoc to his desert hideout.
Cool.
How have you come to this knowledge or information?
I had spent some time talking with Mithor. As I said, I am a friend of the family, and I was coming back to meet with them when I saw they were conducting business with one of the diamond merchants here in town. During this discussion, several of Havoc's men came and took Mithor and Landis. I followed as best I could, and based on where they were headed, it is my best guess that they were being taken to Havoc's hideout.
They were taken roughly, or
Against their will?
I would say against their will, yes.
okay.
Sorry, Colin. What was her name? I'm sorry.
Her name is Nizara.
Thank you.
I'm very scared for both of them. You see, very few people who are taken to Havoc's hideout ever return.
Tell us more about this Havoc. Who is he?
I guess one could say that Havoc owns Backlow. He is, as I understand, a powerful mage, and he is not here often, but his henchmen, who are led by a man named Draven, they run this town, and as long as people come here and spend their money and spill information about the world outside, Havoc's men leave them alone and let things happen as they will. But when people ask the wrong questions or get involved in the wrong situations, Havoc's men have a tendency to make them disappear.
Okay.
What were Landis and company doing right before? Were they letting it be known what they were looking for?
Well, when I spoke to Mithor, he said that Landis was looking for Devil Star diamonds, and they had arranged this meeting with Yervis. As I said, it was right here in the common area. It is important for you to understand that Havoc owns every merchant in this town. Nothing you say or do is unknown to him.
That's the
Oh,
secrecy.
Kogaan.
What?
You just told everything.
You shared everything with everyone here thus far.
I'm sure we're gonna have a target on our back.
No one told me.
Well, if you already know everything, let's just march down there and beat the crap out of him then. And get landed.
Kogaan is a very honest, trusting fellow.
I'm discovering this. Yes.
That's
You know
what we
what,
love about him.
We have lots of money. Maybe we could buy the town back. It'd be
Yes.
our town.
Let's
buy it back
tell
from
everyone
Havoc.
we've got lots of money.
Yeah. Okay.
And what direction? How far away is Havoc's?
It's less than an hour. It is not hard to find. Did you come here on your own, or did you use the services of a guide? Maybe they can show you where it is.
Yes, we have a guide.
I'm gonna make so Morzik. I'm gonna make a bit of a retrack here. Morzik had no interest in going into Backlow.
Yeah, you kind of made
So
that.
he let us go, like we went on our head.
but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say
Like when we
he
got to the city
agreed to
limits.
stay just outside of town
Okay.
with Hanu, because you
Oh,
didn't want to draw attention of parading through this little oasis town with a gold dragon.
Correct.
So
And
they're
if
just
Benji
kind of out
roars
on the edge of town hanging out.
Guess that's smart.
with Benji too.
Sure, with Benji too.
Fey Mount would draw attention. Do we think this Nizara is trustworthy, or is she leading us right into Havoc?
You can make an
Crap.
insight check if you'd like.
Am I pretty well, I'm not there though. Am I? Oh no,
Yeah, you're all
Yeah,
there.
we're
They
all
came
here.
back. They came
Yeah,
back.
you're
Okay.
inside of your yurt.
Oh, I am so good at this, guys.
Oh,
Look at that.
My rune makes me good at it. And my ability.
damn.
Good.
Kogaan, Nizara is being completely forthright. She is
No hints of dishonesty.
no hints of dishonesty. She
Nizara.
yeah, I mean, she's genuinely worried about Methor and that other guy that was with him.
Yeah.
But
Would you get in trouble for talking to us about this? Are you going to be okay?
I will be fine. But it is it is important that I'm not seen leaving here with any of you.
Sure. Would you say that there's a large amount of people here that would prefer if Havoc was not in charge anymore?
No. People kind of like the way Backlow works.
Oh, really? They like being under the thumb of an all-controlling wizard?
They like that Havoc keeps the place running smoothly.
Okay.
When someone comes to Backlow that tries to create trouble, they don't last here long.
Okay. But Landis wasn't here to create trouble, so...
No, but if Landis was looking for Devil Star diamonds, it is my understanding that they are of special interest to Havoc.
Okay.
Sense.
That's good to know. Maybe we can find some mutual benefit or something. Well, I guess we'll just go find out what's going on, really. But...
Have you ever been to Havoc's fortress, lair, whatever?
I have, out of curiosity, gone to see the entrance. It's built into one of the buttes. It's inside, so one can only see the entranceway.
And that's just outside of this oasis town?
Yes. It's not difficult to find if you know where to go.
Okay. You draw us a little map or something.
Well, if your guide won't take you, I could take you there. But we would need to leave during the storm so no one sees us go.
Yeah, it's under the cover of dark.
Yes.
Sure. Sounds good.
Let's make preparation.
Yep. Can you run a long rest for us from when we slept after the sandworm?
I did. Oh,
you
no,
did?
not the worm. Sorry, not the worm.
Yeah.
Not the worm.
The worm.
Let me do that.
What, did you get hurt or something there, Kogaan?
I manually adjusted it, but I know people use abilities and things like that.
Yeah, resets everything.
A lightning.
Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah. All right, we'll meet up with this.
Okay, so Nizara leaves. She says that kind of gives you an agreed to place just back towards where you described that that Morzik and and Hanu are. You head back there, and when you arrive where Morzik and Hanu are, Morzik tells you he wants absolutely nothing to do with going to Havoc's hideout.
Tell us a little bit about what you've heard of Havoc. Do you know anything about him? Do you know any more details that might help us?
Havoc is the reason that I stay clear of Backlow. If you're not in Havoc's purse, then you have really no reason to be in Backlow. I choose not to work for him. I do not need to guide in this area very often. Any merchant of any sort who operates out of Backlow has to give a cut of what he makes to Havoc. Havoc keeps the town running smoothly, but that comes with a cost. And
Or you're talking about taxes.
yes, in a way.
Sounds like a healthy, functioning government.
Yeah.
Representative
roads
of the
don't pay for
people.
themselves.
I guess, but it sounds like this young lady would be able to show you the way. So, if you wish me to wait to guide you back, I could do so. Or
Yeah, sure. You can
Yes.
wait a little bit. We'll put you on retainer here for a little bit to pay you extra to stay. Hang out with Hanu for a bit, I suppose.
well, I mean, Hanu can go with you to.
Oh, sweet. You can come into the hideout? Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Because I mean, you guys can circumvent the town to get
Yeah.
to.
Cool.
So this young girl's willing to... You think this young girl's working for this warlord?
No, she seemed pretty forthright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The insight check said she was pretty straight up.
Yeah.
She's
that's a
and she's not
guarantee
even that
insight.
concerned about Landis. Like,
Yeah.
It's her friend.
she's friends with the Zandani family, and she's worried about Mythor more than
Okay.
Landis.
We got our insider or something.
Okay. Well, let's get down there.
We have your word. You will wait for our return.
Coin will certainly keep me here. Yes, if pay me for a couple of days to wait, and pay me when you return for the trip home. It's good money. I will wait.
We won't be long.
Can I insight that?
Yep, absolutely.
I tear a platinum piece in half, and no, just kidding.
You only get the other half when we return.
Yes, it's no good otherwise.
Aldric, he seems pretty genuine about it. You know, the way he talks about the money, he likes the money.
Great.
Cool. Alright, young lady. Let's go.
All right. So, Nizara leads you. There is a fairly easy to follow path from Backlow out. You're, as I said, you're in an area now that's kind of broken lands more than just flat out desert, and she brings you to this butte that she talked about rising up out of the desert landscape, and literally just at the bottom of this where the trail is, you see these big iron doors, a little staircase that goes up into the butte a short distance, and this big set of iron doors that are there.
A butte with a buttress.
She's a beauty.
She's a beauty, eh?
Who do the booty? Alright. We just knock.
So as you get close,
Oh, so bad.
There's only one way in, it looks like.
How close are we right now?
You guys are, you're still several 100 feet away. There's not much to hide behind. Like it's pretty open for the last 100 feet or so as you approach.
But it's full on storm right now, is it?
It is full on storm right now and fairly dark. So she knows the way through. Like I said, because it's a bit of broken land, you do get a bit sheltered here, so you can make it through the desert night. So you do have cover of darkness,
Colin.
cover of the storm.
Just a little housekeeping. Last night I would have prayed and I would have prepared locate object
Okay.
in lieu of shield of faith, just FYI. So this might come in handy since we're looking for things.
Indeed.
Because I think Landis has a book that Douglan would know about, right?
Words yet spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what him and Obadiah were talking back and forth.
Yeah.
So if we get the opportunity, that's what he would try to locate. So that's what he's going to prepare.
Alrighty. So Nizara, she doesn't want anything to do with the place either. So she turns back once you're in. You guys will be able to find your way back. It's a pretty straightforward way back, and she wishes you luck in finding Methor and Landis. And she said she'll be in town.
All right. Plans?
We'll do all the dirty work. Don't worry. You just go have a drink.
It's not her responsibility.
She's 15.
It's her... Yeah. My daughter was fighting at 15.
Well, she helped by getting us. I mean, isn't that...
I'm teasing. Gosh, guys, no one can take a joke around here.
It's a very serious time right now.
Very serious time.
We're in front of a semi-criminal...
All right, so you're 100 feet or so away. You guys can just see the entranceway through the little available light through the sandstorm.
Steel doors, you said?
Big set of double steel doors.
Double steel doors.
Yeah. So it's literally desert right up to this staircase that goes up in a little bit, and you can see the doors inside cut right into the rock.
Probably no other way in.
Wait for the storm to clear and you can go scout around, I guess, but we have to wait for the storm to clear, and then that's
Who wants to use gaseous form?
Do what? Go in there?
Slip right in.
You could.
I can do that, but I'm slightly concerned of getting blown away by the storm.
That's right. Yeah.
That would be
Once you get
hilarious.
close, you can slip right into the buttress.
Oh, God.
You turn into gaseous form, and before you can turn back, you'll be in the middle of the ocean somewhere. This is not what I planned.
How high is the wall? Sorry.
The buttress is a couple of 100 feet.
Oh wow.
It's it's hard for you to see how big it goes around, but I mean it's as far as your view is going in either direction.
Gotcha.
Who here of you who's skilled at social contact, good with people, and like I'm polite, but when it comes to finessing people and stuff, it's not really.
I'm pretty good at persuasion and when it comes for deception.
Okay, well, maybe.
My wife thinks I'm quite charming.
Mm-hmm.
My daughter's not so much.
But have you ever been in a situation, Douglan, where you're trying to, Priest of Wheels or lie or something like that.
Boy, I don't know about lying, but I've been able to persuade a person or two. I'm pretty
Maybe
decent at it.
Aldric could go and apply his wiles on these people, but I think we really are like going to have to just knock on the door.
There's no
Shoot ourselves.
from our vantage point. There's no windows or anything. Like it is just solid stone.
We don't even know if there's really that problem yet.
Wizard's castle.
Let's just go. Let's just let Kogaan giant size himself and just walk right in. Yeah, it's no problem.
Steel doors. I've broken down some like wood doors and jail doors and things like that, but I've yet to break down like double steel doors. That might be a bit of a stretch for me, even in giant form.
Well, I mean, I do have thieves' tools.
Oh yeah, you're lockpicking. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could.
I can lockpick. Yes.
Assuming there's no guard right at the door.
Well, that's the other thing. So,
Aldric. Or was it Ronin? You said you had you can kind of, I don't want to say disappear, but sort of turn into mist form and pop out someplace else. Was that you?
nah, it was all good.
Form. No, you have swarm form.
No, he was talking about Misty.
Misty Step.
Yeah, the Misty something else. It was not Misty Step. It was Misty something else.
Okay. Because
Aldric has gaseous form.
no, I know that. For some reason I thought Ronin also had Misty Step.
Oh,
But I do
about
have
that.
Misty Step.
You do, okay. No, because I'm thinking as long as if there's a keyhole and we can see inside, then I can pop in there too.
In.
Yeah, but just be the two of us. So we got to make sure.
Open up this door from the inside.
Yeah.
Can we ask our companion what the best way to get inside is?
She bounced, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wanted nothing to do with. She's never been inside. That would have come out in your conversation with her. She knew where it was, how to get here. She's never been inside.
Is there like heavy tracks going into the door? Is there? Because maybe we could wait for somebody to show up.
The way the desert blows here, I mean,
You don't see
nothing
shit, yeah.
stays very long.
Yeah.
It's also possible if it's a wizard that maybe and this is like the main base, that he's got some sort of like spell on the door that like the henchmen all know a password to or something to get in and out. I don't know.
Mhm.
Some like magic lock spell or something like that. Might not even be able to pick it. But
Yeah, I mean, we run the risk of being here, for days if we want to wait for somebody to show up and need entrance.
yeah, right. Like, let's just go knock on the door. I don't understand what the problem.
If they want us here, I think we should knock.
Maybe
I'm with Kogaan on this one. Sometimes the best deception is just
straightforward.
straightforward.
Only entrance. And
Yep.
100-foot buttresses. So, all right.
And
Let's do it.
Kogaan, I'm not leveled up enough to turn into a swarm yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes, I'm not that powerful yet. Getting there.
Nice. Okay, cool. Let's get up there and I'll knock. Aldric, you talk.
That was good.
March on up.
All right, you make your way up to the entrance, up the stairs, just a little bit of a entranceway. The doors are about 8 feet tall or so. It looks like this area was carved at some point, but so long ago that just the wind has erased whatever, the main part of the carvings. These big steel doors do not look part of the original architecture. They have definitely been added here since whatever this place was. And you've got a big set of doors in front of you.
Are there knockers on the doors?
There are handles, but there's no sort of knocker or anything on the door.
Gauntleted fist. Boing, 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 boing. Hello.
Housekeeping.
We're here.
There is no reply.
Is there a keyhole?
No, the doors don't appear to have any sort of visible locking mechanism on this side.
Everybody have detect magic?
You want to detect magic?
I don't have that. I was asking if everybody had it.
Oh.
Sorry.
I can dispel magic,
Yeah, I can dispel it too.
but we gotta see if it's magic, you know?
I'll just try opening the door. Is it locked?
Yes.
I can lock.
All right, Kogaan, you grab onto the door and you start pulling it towards you, and it does not appear to be locked in any way.
So it's opening.
It just begins to open. And
Okay, stand back, everybody.
that's where we're going to end today.
Oh. All right.
Fireball blast to the
It's hard
face.
to
You're all dead.
I can take it. I'm like resistant to fire, so it's cool.
I stand
Whatever it is,
behind
I'm good.
Kogaan. I stand
Yeah,
behind
we
Kogaan.
will pick up with the entrance into Havoc's hideout on the next session.
Mwahaha. Mwahaha.
All right, so
Awesome.
we're March 15th is the next 2 weeks.
2 more
You can-
sessions before a little break.
2 more sessions, yeah. So thanks, guys. I can't, like, that purple worm battle, like, really? Is that the way it's going to be now? Just 5 criticals? I got 1 attack with the purple worm, so...
Here's the big rule with D&D. Now that we have a 4-man party, you gotta have more enemies.
I gotta have 10 purple worms attack.
10 purple.
Well, we also lucked out because in the
Oh, yeah.
last battle with the Iceborn orcs,
Yeah.
like, I was pretty close to getting just
Yeah.
like... Yeah.
You would have been fine.
Oh, yeah. Just ducky.
No, I mean
One
that battle is just one of those. Every now and then you just like, it just goes that way sometimes. I mean,
Exactly.
five criticals and what, you stunned it, knocked it unconscious,
But
shackled
also,
it.
The crits on a weapon that does 4D whatever plus the 2D whatever,
Mhm.
then it got, passed out because of the crit table. It was
Yeah, that thing had over 200 hit points, and you guys just demolished it. So that's good.
At 2 rounds and
Good.
splat.
That's
Yeah.
good. All right, well, I am gonna sign us out for the night here, and we can finish up our night. So thanks,
Sounds
guys.
good, gents. Have a lovely evening. Talk soon.